Hi everyone, Sandra Vail here at Homesteading Ways. And today I'm going to show you how to prime and purge your Berkey black water filters in the water filter system. I'm using, it's actually called the Berkey Black Primer, I think. It's different than the little disc you get when you originally order your Berkey or your Berkey filters. And the reason I bought this one was, number one, the little disc is so small that it's very easy to lose. But also, being here at the cabin, we're off-grid, so no indoor plumbing per se. You know, no sewers, no, city water, anything like that. All of our water is brought in by us. And so with the black primer, we use less water. Rather than hooking up that little disc to the faucet and letting, the water run through it to prime it, this is used slightly different. And also, I don't think you can purge with that little disc. And I really need to purge today because up until I'd say about a week ago, we've been using primarily rainwater in the Berkey, which to me is great. But I think there are some contaminants in there because it has really slowed down its production. Well, I'd say the last week we've been using the well water, and that too can be a problem because there's often a lot of sand in it. That well is only a couple of years old, and we have sand everywhere around here. So the sand could also be blocking the filters, although I'm not so sure, that it's really the sand's fault at all, because like I said, we've only been using the well water for maybe a week. So I do think, and honestly, I started using the Berkey when I was still in the city. So I want to say I've been using it somewhere between 6 and 8 months. So I just found out that basically when the water slows down quite a bit, besides cleaning the filters, and I have done that at least twice already, you may need to purge and then reprime. So that's what I'm going to do today, and I'll show you how. Okay, oops, let me try and see if I can get this to you good so you can see this. This is the Black Berkey Primer. I'll put a link for this down in the description box if you want to go ahead and get one. But I already put it on the filter, so I can't exactly show you all the pieces and whatnot, but this is what it looks like, and you can prime and purge with this. And if you open it up, it has very simple directions, although I will say it's a little bit hard getting these small plastic pieces into one end of that bulb. But it's not that difficult. You just have to pay close attention. For instance, when you're priming, that's originally how I set it up because we've used it once before for priming. They have to go, these little plastic pieces have to go in the same direction. So as long as you remember to do that, you should be fine. It has, just some little care and maintenance tips back here, and purging is also recommended if you're going to be storing your filters for a while, because purging basically gets everything out of the filter. You're blowing air through it and you're drying them from the inside out. You're blowing out contaminants, but you're also drying out your filter. So that would be another reason why, especially if you're traveling, you're going to want them dry, when you're traveling around, and then you'll need to prime them again. You'll always prime after purging. So, but there's plenty of times you'll prime without having to purge. So let's just get started here. Okay, to start with the purging, you're going to hook up this little hexagon, or I don't know how you say that. This piece here is going to screw on to your filter. And I got it on a towel here because obviously it's wet. But what you're going to do is you're just going to squeeze this. And as you're squeezing it, can you see the water coming out? I'll try and get this a little closer so you can see here. Now watch. It is pushing all the water out and dripping on my floor. But anyhow, you're going to keep doing this, and it really doesn't take long. I did one of the filters already. Like up here on the top, it's already starting to dry out. You're going to keep pressing this, doing this. Oops, the bulb came out. You're going to keep doing that until the filter is dry. So I would say, honestly, it only takes about 4 or 5 minutes. But then I'll show you what we do once we've hit that spot. Okay, so after you purge, then you're going to set your filter in whatever container. I'm using this pitcher because it uses the least amount of water and can hold the whole filter. It'll submerge it, and that's what you want to do. You want to submerge it. And you'll just let it sit there for a minute or two. It's not a big deal. And to put this into a priming position, all you have to do is remove the 2 black pieces and reverse them. So you're going to leave these hoses on, these tubes, and you're going to pull that out, and you're going to pull this one out, and you're just going to put them on the opposite ends. So we'll put this one in here, make sure they're secure. And then you're going to put that hexagon again on the end of your filter, and you're just going to screw it on till it's tight. Okay. And again, you're going to go, whoopsies, with the pump. And what you're looking to do is get the water from out of the filter and through the tubing. And depending on how long it's sat in there, it may take, you know, just a few tries, or it might take a minute or two. Just depends on how much water is already in your filter. And you just keep squeezing. And obviously, before you do this, that would be a great time to clean the inside of your Berkey as well. See, it didn't take long. Oh, the water's coming through. That means that your filter is completely saturated and you're good to go. According to Berkey, you only have to do this until it starts coming through, but just to be on the safe side, I do it at least a few times like I am now. So now you just repeat this with the other filter. Okay, I got it all put back together again, and I wish you guys could hear it dripping because it's really filtering fast now, and that's just wonderful. That's what I love to hear. I hope I helped you guys out. If you liked the video, make sure to thumbs up it. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. That would be awesome of you. I'm sure we have plenty of videos you'd like to watch now and in the future. In the description box, I will have a link for that primer if you want to take a look at it. It was nice talking to you, and you take care.